Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans, and I've attached a video here where we have our friend Malema speaking. Now, what I want to draw your attention to in this video is that he says we cannot let the white people leave South Africa. Yes, that's what he says. We cannot let the white people leave South Africa because they might poison the lands. Now, this is the same man who has gone on the record as saying we're not calling for murdering the white people yet. I cannot believe that in what used to be a first world country, South Africa, which has now become a third world country in just 24 years, you can have a politician who is saying these sort of things and he's not behind bars. It is absolutely crazy, and it just shows how corrupted the whole government is, from the judicial system, the electricity system with Eskom, the politicians, you name it. You can point at anything to do with government and there's corruption going on. And that's why the state-owned enterprises are all bankrupt today, because there's been so much pilfering going on. The city of Johannesburg is a perfect example. They order stuff and it's never delivered, but the person who's a maid, or the person who orders it, writes out and gets his money and then gives a cut back to the guy working at the Johannesburg City Council. I mean, that's proven. And none of these people have been charged. You know, the country is going bankrupt. And that's the other thing that I found interesting in the video where Malema is speaking here. He's saying that, all right, you take over someone's farm and it might fail, but that doesn't matter. The government will come out and just bail out a whole lot more money. You can try again. Now, here's a wake-up call, Mr. Malema. Where is that money going to come from? Money doesn't grow on trees. You can't just keep on handing it out if companies fail or people's projects fail when it comes to farming or whatever. You know, he's talking pie in the sky. And I referred to this in the previous video, that all he's trying to do in the lead up to the 2019 elections is make promises that he knows he cannot keep to try and get votes. That's what 90% of his rhetoric is. The one that concerns me is his clear use of racism to try and garnish those votes as well. And in the video that follows, you'll see he actually mocks white South Africans. Yep, he mocks them. But of course, the IEC, who's supposed to be keeping an eye on this sort of stuff, do nothing about it. Anyway, look, I've rambled on enough. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Have a great day, and don't forget, Sunday night, 8 p.m. Johannesburg time, I will be having a conversation with Alice, who wrote the book My Turn. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about Alice. I saw her for the first time on Skype today, and she looks like she's about 30 years old. I mean, I was amazed, you know, and she's got 2 grown-up kids. She's a lovely lady, and I'm really looking forward to the conversation. It's going to be a ripper. So make sure you're there. So do subscribe to my channel. I link below for the Sunday night, 8 p.m. Johannesburg time conversation with Alice. And you need to go to that separate channel to watch the live stream. All right, guys. Have a great day, and chat to you soon. Bye for now.
Would have left Moses. So they don't have anywhere to go. If you doubt, when they left Zimbabwe, why didn't they go to Europe? They hanged around. They are here in South Africa, still looking into Zimbabwe. What's happening that side? We want to go back. They've got nowhere to go. Stop listening to that. Anyway, we don't want them to go anywhere. They must be here. We must work together. Because if they leave, they will poison the land. So they must not poison the land. How many hectares you have? I've got 70. Okay, how many are you using? 20. You shall keep 20. 50 shall be allocated not to any other person, but the person who wants the land to farm. You ought to present a proposal on how you are going to use that land. It's not free for all. You can't take the land and give to a DJ. The DJ wants to play music. He doesn't want to go into farming. The land must be given to those who want to use the land. The land must be given to people who want to produce, not to idle with the land. We don't have the land for jokes. We have the land for production. We want to multiply production in South Africa. We want the land of the mines to be given to the communities where the mine is. Stop the self-hate and think like, hey, what are we going to do with the mine? Abayilungu bazohamba, Malema uzotosha abayilungu sizoyenzani ngemine. You are the mine manager yourself. The day you get that mine, that's the day you are going to realize that I can do this thing. I'm meant for this thing. You don't know your skills because you are not given an opportunity to demonstrate your capacity. We want to give you an opportunity, and let me tell you, you are going to fail, and we are going to keep on trying you until you get it right. We must not be told of a black failure when we give you a land and then that land was producing tea, it's no longer producing tea. Yes. So what? He can't produce tea, has never produced tea before. Let's help this person until he gets this farm right. We must not be a government that gives up on its own people easily like that. One failure, we knew black people. One failure, VPS, failure finished. Japan invested its money in Toyota. Toyota, you see today, it failed. It failed many times. But Japan never stopped putting money into Toyota until Toyota became what it is today. It was an initiative of government. They've never given up on themselves. You give up on yourselves easily. And you are told by your enemies to give up on yourself. Your enemy tells you you can't do it, and you believe that. They're every day telling you that black people cannot run a successful economy, and you believe that. Stop the self-hate.